Okay, here we are. So, Capsuleer Day again. Capsuleer Day 23. Warpath. Sounds a bit aggressive. The plan here is, before I do anything, I'm just going to go onto my inventory. I should... So, we've got the daily login queue for this most recent event. I believe after first looking at it, it's basically the same. The jackpot day is looking across here. Got some interesting things. Oh, result of Vexen Navy issue skin. That'll be sick and relevant. So, if we have a look through, looks like the jackpot day is... Yeah, no, it's going to be day 22. About 32,500 or 325,000 skill points. So that's really good. Let's just claim today's. So yeah, you can afford to miss about 8 days from this event. Before we go and start planning how we're going to complete the event, let's just do the amazing task of hitting industry, waiting for it to inevitably take forever to load. Sweet, deliver my life support modules and my auto integrity modules. Take those. There they both are. Grab them and dump them into my minerals just to make building a little bit easier. There they go, there they are. Then we're going to go to... Oh, I just can't believe that these two things took so much effort to get. But now I've got them, I can finally go into faction gear and navy gear. So let's start off with the Perseverance. Love that. Like a million ISKs worth of components, a few million ISKs worth of minerals. Let's build just the one. There we go. Just need to make sure we've got it coming out of the... Yep, there we are. Good to go. 2 hours. Got enough ISK. Good, that's one. Then we're going to go over to the VNI. And obviously, I've literally just used 5. Ugh. But I'm pretty sure I got a piece of equipment when I was ratting the other day that I can reprocess. It's definitely got it. Where is it? No, there we are. It's in the Vexer. That's all I want. Go reprocess. Let's take it in the refine file. Or container, sorry. Reprocess everything. Nice good old mix.
Are you ready for a brighter future through better odds? Brought to you by
There we go. Let's grab all of this, stick it in there. I'm so happy. I'm almost there. Try and refresh it. Nope. No refresh. Right, let's just close and reopen it. Blueprints. Vector Navy. Cool. And start. 2 hours 40 minutes. Ah, and then it's gonna be finished. I can't believe it. Right, that's absolutely amazing. Now let's have a look at the events queue. So from just what I heard, it's very similar to the to every other event that's been running for quite a while. We get a shuttle, we get the exploration frigate, we get the destroyer, Gnosis, and the Praxis. So I'm unsure whether or not I should be able to have these because they're not. I don't know what the Ironman level of them. Before, when you were just given them, I'd feel a little bit bad about that, but I do kind of have to earn them in this, so are they a gift for working for someone? Like, kind of like the Perseverance and the Road and Bang bus? We'll see. There's a new resource you get as well. That would be so useful getting a practice. I could run the level 3s and level 4s of that so easy. Anyway, so all we need to do is run a bunch of security missions. That's easy, we can blitz through those, and we get these strange new tags as well. I think you go and trade them with people, or trade them with not quite Cosmos mission site-esque things, kind of like the Rodin delivery hubs. There are some really good modules apparently, some officer mining rigs or officer mining laser upgrades, which could be amazing, some cargo hold expanders, and also some Bastion modules, but that's a bit much for me. What I'm probably going to end up doing is the mining, the trading, and the combat. That shouldn't be too difficult. Obviously there's no Grand Prix and there's no Presidential Seal, so I don't have to worry about those. It'll be interesting to see what the extra stretch goal is, so I'll do my best to... do my best to get to the 1500 before the others. Alright, so I'm going to grab my Vexor, and then I'm going to move to Elsalat, and when I get to Elsalat, I'm going to start showing you my grand plan of how I'm going to make sure I don't get bottlenecked by Plagioclase. Now, there's a lot more Plagioclase, and it's the whole universe that Plagioclase is in, but there are things you can do to make sure that you've got your own little slice of Plag. Alright, so I'm going to fly there, and I will tell you what the plan is. Okay, we are now in the... what's it called? We're now in the station that I was going to start spamming rejecting missions with. So there are a couple of level 1 and level 2 missions that have Plagioclase asteroids within them. And all I'm going to do is just mass reject. The ones that I am looking for, I believe, are Onslaught and... what's that other one called? And Smuggler Interception. Alright, so it's going to take me a little while now, but I'm just going to spam click accept/reject on these and just cycle through them until I've annoyed them enough that my standing is really, really low and I don't want to go any lower. I just moved to another station and have immediately started doing this, but the first one that comes up is blooming data mining, and I was looking for that for ages during the the presidential event because it was full of score die. Right, so let's just carry on burning through these. Fantastic smuggler interception. Okay, this mission is pretty decent. You get about, well, depending on the sources, I haven't run it yet myself, so I'll tell you what I do. You get about 100 and at least 180,000 units of score die, which is 65 kilometers cubed, which is 1.5 tracks of the event queue. So that's a good start, and it resets every single day. This is good because if you can't find any Plagioclase whatsoever, you can at least start mining it yourself through this. I've seen some reports that it's like triple that, so 180k, just like data mining. So that could be really good. There should be less demand than Plagioclase, so it should be hard to get a hold of. But smuggler interception just means that you've got your own pocket of it, and no one's going to try and take it from you. It also means that for my sakes, I'm going to be able to do some like low risk jet can mining, so I won't have to stress about that. The other thing is, was it using boosters? So I've got a few Glamour X boosters from packs that I've picked up over the last few months, and that just means that I can increase my standings quicker with certain agents, so I can undo that damage of what I've just done. But standings ultimately are there for you to burn them by rejecting missions that are less than optimal, and you always need to make sure that you've got Biology 5 when using any sort of booster like this, because it just doubles the value, doubles the efficacy of it. Right, that's all of that. I will probably next session have my Vexor, and I'll have some practice runs of this mining site, and I'll have done a bunch of missions so I can't show you the trading in and whatnot for this event. I'm going to try and put out a video on how to complete it roughly with an Ironman or with a very basic account at the beginning of the event as opposed to on the last day. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks again, and have a lovely rest of whatever it is, evening, whatever. And if you could in the comments below, if you have even listened to this point, if you could do me a favour and just tell me what you thought about that interview that I did with Vladimir. Whether or not it's something that you would like to hear or see more of, or whether or not it was just not what you're following for. I thought it was really fun to do. I may well do it just because I enjoyed it. Anyway, have a fantastic one.